Hi everybody, Grant Rowe, ProVest Holdings. I hope we're well. So today is the first video live from the ProVest Holdings page. So please do make sure that you like, share and tag people in this video if you think it is of great value or it can provide them with some information that will help them to move forward. So we wanted to kickstart this week's series of videos off with talking about growth. Now, you will have hopefully seen over the past couple of weeks and months that we have transitioned our business to operating in various different ways, in different capacities, and hopefully offering more to our clients. So we wanted to give an insight this week into what that growth has looked like, how we've done what we have been able to do, and then also hopefully provide value to you moving forwards into the future, whether that's in your own property business, your own personal business, or in any other form. So the main things for you to take away from this video are 3 top tips that you can use to add more value to your business to enable you to grow in the right direction. So if you're just joining in this morning, again, please do like, share, comment on this video in the feed, and we'll hopefully make sure that everyone can see this video to be adding to their growth in the future. So 3 key things then that we're going to talk through today. So the first is how we add more value. The second is how we add more tech. And the third one is how we get even more personal in our business and our business offering whilst expanding and growing and taking on more projects, more clients, and delivering more ultimately through our business. So the first thing we're going to talk around then is how we add more value and how you can add more value to your business via a larger offering, an expansion, different bolt-ons, different products, etc. that you can develop very seamlessly and simply to give more value to your clients. Ultimately, adding more value to your offering as a business. So being property based, those of you that don't know what we do, we allow investors or time poor, cash rich investors to put their money to work to get a better return. So we're beating the banks and we're allowing people to get a financial return on their money using property as the vehicle. Now that can be in the form of portfolio building, it can be in the form of fixed rate returns, it purely depends on the individual. So how we've added value over the previous weeks and months, and how we will continue to do that in the coming months and years, is looking at what our offering has included and adding on to that wherever possible. So when we very first started, it was purely we found properties, we developed them, and we helped with lettings and management at the back end. Where we are today is, as well as doing those 3 core things, finding property, renovating them and helping people rent them at the back end on management, we now do strategy sessions. So we sit down with the investors for a good couple of hours. That may include going to the areas themselves, looking into the finer detail of why those areas are great for that investor to put their money into property in that location. We do detailed follow-ups. We look at full formal proposals on how the strategy is going to work. We enable our clients to get under the skin of what it is they're looking, also where they're looking to invest and how they're going to get that return on their money. That's then followed up by on the design elements. So we use an interior designer to make sure that the product produced at the back end, i.e. the interior design of the property, is of the highest possible spec. It used to be that we competed with everybody doing the designs ourselves, and we realized that if we're going to add more value to our clients, we need to be able to offer a higher level of service, a higher level of design. Therefore, we needed to ensure that we were using the highest quality interior designers to enable us to do that. Where we've also bolted onto the top of that is we've added in things like reporting mechanisms, whether that's weekly, monthly, automatically, or over Skype calls, conference calls, etc. So we are enabling ourselves to do more via adding more value to what it is that we offer our clients. This is then followed up with the management side. So we've partnered with the management team. So our lettings guys, they are partners with us. so that the ongoing offering continues to add value to your portfolio. And this may now include things such as guaranteed rent insurance. It may include certain processes and procedures that aren't your standard on the high street offering, but it adds another level of security, value, and hopefully long-term peace of mind for all of our clients. So these are just a flavour and some of the items we've added in over the last couple of weeks and months to enable us to add more value to our clients rather than just being a source, redevelop and manage company. So adding value is a massive, massive thing. So if you're thinking of, okay, well, how do I add some more value? Look at what it is that you do and what can you add into your process or a product offering that's very, very seamless and straightforward. How can you add more to that product to give your clients and your customers even more value for money, so they feel as though every £20 they spend with you, they're getting £10 worth of, so for every £10 they're spending with you, they're getting £20 worth of value or product. So it's about adding more and more to that scenario all the time. So that's how we add more value. The next one then is how we add more tech. So hopefully if you've been following us over a period of time, you would have seen that we continuously talk about adding more tech into our business. Now I'm not going to go into the detail of that in this video today, but if you would like more information on that, do scroll back through the page, have a check out all of our other videos. I'll put the YouTube link for our YouTube page in here as well, so you can see the database of videos that we've got. And it's looking at how we then, you can then look at those videos and go into the finer details of the tech. So adding more tech to add more value enables you to either automate a process or offer more exposure, more detail, a bigger insight into what the product potentially does, how it benefits the customer or the client, or it could be things like what it enables them to do or what it takes away headache-wise from them. It's providing a solution via either automation or a tech input. So what we're doing in this instance is we've enabled things such as weekly reports to be automated, monthly reports to be automated. So all of our reporting systems, whether that's video, whether that's photos, whether it's a PDF report, it's all now taken care of automatically as soon as that item is completed. So that's another level of value that we're working on developing continuously and adding to our clients and customers, so that they know that when they're working with us, they've got the opportunity to have tech supported and assisted reporting, development, anything that can add another level of information to their product offering, development, investment, etc., etc. So that's just one element that we use tech for. It can also be for things in the property industry, for example, or construction industry, things like schedules of works. So we've worked hard and tirelessly to get an upfront process together to enable us to cost develop and put together a schedule of works that allows the client to see exactly what needs to be done to the best of our knowledge before the purchase actually takes place. So it's a very quick and efficient way to continuously give more information to the clients provided by tech. So in your own business, it could be looking at things like how you give more information, or how you potentially show tutorials of the products being used, the benefits of those products or those services, how they make the client or customer's life much easier. It's just allowing the tech to add another layer or level of feedback, information, security, etc., etc. So it's really, really about looking at your processes, looking at what you offer your clients and how tech can expand and grow that. So those two items alone, make sure that as you take on more customers, more clients, that everybody's getting a similar or very much the same experience. Now within property, it's very difficult to give everybody the same experience exactly, dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's for everybody in exactly the same way, because property is very much a subjective industry. So it's about opinions, it's about surveys, etc. being carried out, and until those items have taken place, you can't predict the solution to what it is they are then dealing with. So it's about making sure that the offering is consistent, and we enable all of our clients to experience a very similar level of service, no matter what it is that their individual property is producing. So that allows you to take on more clients, it allows you to grow, it allows you to develop, but it allows you to stay consistent in what it is you do. Yes, there will be tweaks, etc. to add in along the way. There will be things that need ironing out, changing, amending, etc. But again, that's continually growing in the right direction to enable you to do more and ultimately offer more to your clients. So the final element then to supporting your growth in this way, and the thing that we've learned the most, is making sure that as you're adding tech and as you're adding value, you still make it as personable as possible. Now, that can be very difficult if you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of clients or customers. So making it personable to them is very, very crucial in order to keep the lifetime value of that customer very high. Now, ways that we're developing, and we are still developing these, is having things such as online facilities where your customers and clients can log into a portal, which a lot of you will do for other areas of your life, other areas of business, etc., to give them a full insight into what's going on. So it's more about their customer experience and journey rather than just them transacting and buying a product. That could also include face-to-face meetings, monthly or quarterly, maybe even annual updates or client days, whatever it takes in order for you to maintain and keep that personable element to your business. It's crucial to get that in. And now that can be assisted by the tech. It can be assisted by adding value, because you're continuously adding layers to your offering and enabling your clients and customers to gain more from you without having to pay anything additional, but also you're allowing them to experience more with you as if they were there day in, day out, week in, week out. Because hopefully you'll agree, it's fair to say that the more we know, the more comfortable we feel, and the less we're aware, the less we understand things, the more uncomfortable and anxious it makes us. So it's really, really key that adding that personal element into what you do is part of the process in growing. So those three things are our main priority and focus for us at the moment here at ProVest. We're trying to make sure that as we add more tech into the business, it's enabling us to add more value, but it's not losing the personable element that we built our basis off of. So those three items, if you take those to your business, what you'll be able to hopefully see and experience is your offering will get stronger, the value that your clients perceive that you offer will be even better, and then the personable element of it will grow, develop, and the experience for your customers and clients will be one that they will remember and they will refer to their peers, colleagues, circle of influence, etc. So some of you might be thinking, okay, those three things are great, but what if I can't start them? What if I can't get them off the ground? What if I haven't got the time to get these things moving? So it's a really, really common adversity, thought process, mindset, however you want to term it, to think that you can't do what you need to do next in order to grow your business. So my biggest piece of advice here is to, as you've heard me say before, if you've followed us on our journey so far, is break it down into manageable chunks. So think about what it is that you do currently and what items could potentially work in harmony together to enable you to offer more in your value piece. So you're not necessarily doing anything different. You've just bundled a few things together to enable them to be one offering which adds more value at no extra cost. And then it's looking at how do you take that to the next level. Does that mean that that bundle or that offering or that product now qualifies your client to have a quarterly paid for, all expenses paid meeting with you, or a day out or an event that is a thank you to them for being a client with you? Or is it potentially that as part of that package or that product that they've got with you, that you can then offer them a discount in the future or an additional item when a project's completed or a sale goes through. It's really about looking at what it is that you can add an extra layer to very easily, very subtly, and then enable that to continue you to grow. So start really small. Enable yourself the opportunity to take this piece by piece, develop it ever so slightly, step by step, but then make sure that it's always moving towards the bigger goal. And what you should hopefully find is that your growth comes naturally from taking those 3 actions consistently. If you're adding more value, you're making your products and your services better. If you're adding more tech to allow the process to be more streamlined, more systemized, and hopefully a lot slicker in its delivery, and then you're continuing to think about that personable element in what it is you're offering, your growth should come naturally. Yes, it will come with its challenges. Yes, there'll be issues and problems to overcome, but it should hopefully come more natural than trying to force it and using the analogy of pushing a wheel uphill. It should hopefully be a lot easier. So really break it down, think about how you can add that value, and then bite-sized chunks to move forwards. When do you need to start doing this? Start reviewing your processes and your products today. Have a look at what it is you offer. We're constantly reviewing and updating all of our products all the time. We're looking at how we can improve our services. Do we get it right every time? Absolutely not. But that allows us to learn, it allows us to develop even more, and it makes sure that we can continue to provide more to our clients and customers because we enjoy learning. We want to make sure that we're learning every day. We want to make sure that we're giving back in value and service every day. So by starting straight away, you enable yourself the opportunity to do that. So that is the start of our video series this week on growth. It's a little insight into 3 things that we focus on to enable us to continue to grow, and hopefully they can start the process of you growing into the future too. That's all from me this morning. Hopefully you've been able to see this video on the page as clearly as before. If you've got feedback on today's video, please do let me know. As always, please do like, share, comment, and tag people in this video if you think it's relevant, and we'll continue this series over the rest of the week. That's all from me this morning. Have a great week. Bye for now.